Germany is one of the highest paid countries in the world, I can tell you.
Okay.
Okay? Because Germany is the strongest European economy.
How true do you think it is that studying in Germany is free?
Okay, so this is partially correct, and obviously there are certain basically universities, public universities basically, those are free.
First, that Germany is one of the most affordable countries in the world for education. Second, the ROI is extremely good. And the third is the work-life balance that Germany offers.
90% of the time you get Mercedes, you get Audi, you get BMW, you get Volkswagen, you get maybe some Tesla also, you'll be surprised. And I'm telling you my experience. Yes, in cabs.
And that's when you know that you are in Germany.
Yes.
Welcome to another episode of MetaApply's ABC podcast, Abroad and Beyond Campus. So today we are specifically going to talk about why study in Germany. And for that we have an expert who has over 10 years of experience in the industry and he knows everything related to Germany. So if you want to know about what block account is, what APS is, what VFS is, this is the show and this is the episode for you. So stay tuned till the end and make sure that you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. So without further ado, let's welcome Jitendra. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
So I'm actually have been looking forward to this episode because we've been talking about Germany and I've heard about your experiences over there and you've told me so many great stories. So I'm really excited to talk about that.
Okay, Mahima, first of all, thank you so much for welcoming me. This is a really wonderful office that you guys have. Wonderful podcast that we're going to. I've been waiting for this session for quite some time.
All right. So first of all, this is one thing that I have seen in a lot of movies and I am just so happy about it, is the Oktoberfest.
This is really amazing, yes. So thanks so much for asking this question. This is really, because this Oktoberfest is basically one of the exciting and one of the very unique festival that happens every year in Munich city, which is in Berlin.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a festival where probably, if you're a beer lover, so it's kind of a beer festival. You go there, you can enjoy multiple varieties of beers and the food, and so the people from all around the world comes and enjoy. So this is one of the most popular thing in Germany.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere that approximately 11 million people actually come to Germany to celebrate this festival.
This is actually one of the largest food festival on this planet.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I think most of the countries have these festivals. Like in India, we have Holi, we have Tomatina in Spain,
Yes.
and then we have this Oktoberfest in Germany. All right. So coming to another question is that there are two things which are extremely famous for Germany. First is that you can study in Germany for free. And second, that people are scared of German language.
Okay.
Right. So answering the first question, how true do you think it is that studying in Germany is free?
Okay, so this is partially correct, and obviously there are certain basically universities, public universities basically, those are free. Obviously, I mean, you can say, you can not exactly say free because obviously they have some semester's fees.
Yeah.
Although these are like the fees you can probably not, so very minor fees, you can't even probably feel it. But yet this is true, but those are certain number of universities and they have certain criteria.
Yeah.
Like it's not free for everybody, right? You need to qualify for these universities. There are certain kind of, they look at the percentage, they look at your IELTS, they look at your German language.
There are many private universities over there as well, right? So is that way expensive then in comparison to public or in comparison to other countries as well?
Okay, so now there are two questions. One is in comparison to public. Obviously, because as I've said, these public universities are almost free, and at the same time, these private institutions, obviously, because these are private ones, right? They have a lot of costs. They need to run these, the institution. They have a lot of infrastructure. So obviously, these are the paid universities, paid colleges like us, right? But these are obviously, if you compare our fee structure or maybe let's say the private colleges with any other, let's say the country, I can tell you it will be at least. Let's say if you compare with Australia, if you compare with Canada or maybe UK, Germany will be at least 30 to 40% cheaper than these.
Now coming back to the language, I myself have tried my hands on the language, but I have failed miserably. I only know few words like danke is thank you and guten morgen is like good morning. So is it necessary for students to learn German if they want to study in Germany?
So first of all, thank you so much for this particular question. Very, very important. So first thing is, if you do not know anything about German language, it's absolutely normal, absolutely okay. More than 90% of the people who arrive in Germany or in Berlin or any part of the Germany, on day one, nobody knows the German language.
Okay.
That's one. Number two, why this is not important or this is not necessary or mandatory to know the German language on the first day is because the minimum instruction of most of the colleges or university in Germany, like BSBI, it's English medium. Okay? So all you need to know is, obviously you need to know the good English, you need to understand, read, write and speak. Okay, that's one. Second is, because German embassy is also not forcing you, they definitely recommend, I also recommend everybody, if you have time, obviously you can probably practice. If you have, let's say, if you still have 3, 4, 5 months, you can practice, right? But it's not mandatory that you should learn German language on your first day. Okay, because most of the, let's say, the people in Germany, especially if you talk about cities like Berlin, Munich, Frankfurt, Hamburg, Cologne, and maybe a few other, these bigger cities, 90% of the people can speak, read, write English language. Okay?
So I think it's almost similar to any metropolitan cities. Even in India,
Absolutely.
we see anybody, even the rickshawalas, the street vendors, they know how to speak in English.
Absolutely, yeah. I can share my experience. See, I've been to Germany more than 4 or 5 times. Okay, so whenever I go, as like I know German language as much as you know.
Okay.
Right, it's like danke. And so I obviously I use the Grab or maybe the Uber. I go out for a restaurant, for the meal. I go for a shopping. I go like here and there. I speak in English language, and everybody. I've not faced anyone probably, or I've not seen anyone who was not able to probably understand me or who could not understand my English. Everybody understand. Everybody can speak.
Yeah.
But having said that, as a student, obviously you can survive in English language, but later on, obviously when you go out, when you graduate from the colleges or universities, whichever you are studying, I would suggest you should definitely know that at least basic level of German.
Okay. All right. So whenever I have asked any of my colleagues that, why should students choose Germany as their study destination, they give me 3 points. First, that Germany is one of the most affordable countries in the world for education. Second, the ROI is extremely good. That the return of their investment, even if the money might be less, but the investment, whatever they are making, is extremely going to be valuable for them to have a successful career. And the third is the work-life balance that Germany offers. So my question to you is that, is Germany really that country that helps you with leading a successful career?
Definitely yes, but I would like to comment on basically, or maybe add on your first point, affordable. It's definitely, you're right that it's affordable with a great quality of education. Why I'm telling the great quality? Because whoever comes from, let's say, the German universities or colleges like BSBI, whichever part of the world you want to probably go for your work, everyone will value your qualification, right? Because these are the world class. All the degrees and certifications are accepted throughout the world. Okay. Now your question is about the work-life balance. I can tell you that Germany has a fantastic work-life balance. Why? Because that is how the society is. It's not like they do not believe in just making money and basically then not enjoying yourself. Okay. So they have a perfect. I've been working with this organization from the last 7 years, right? And I'm telling you that I'm the happiest. I can tell you, right? I have, as you have said, I have 12 years of education experience in this education industry, and obviously I've been working prior to this industry. I can tell you that, and most of the people whoever I'm meeting, and most of my students who have gone out and basically working in different companies, they are fantastic, they're happy. And the most important reason of basically being happy is one of that they have really great earnings also. Okay, as you have said, ROI, right? Return of investment. I can say that how ROI is basically the part-time job. When as a student you're allowed to work 20 hours, right? So Germany is one of the highest paid countries in the world, I can tell you. Okay. Because Germany is the strongest European economy. Okay, even if you look at the global ranking of the Germany in terms of economy, so that is how basically people make really good money. So 12.41 precisely as per the government records, this is the minimum wage rate, and that is how you maintain your good lifestyle. So that is one. Plus obviously after graduating or after completion of whatever degree you take from any universities, you're going to get one of the really good salary, good wage rate. I can tell you approximately 2,900 to 3,000 euros a month, which is
And
really
how much
great.
would that be in INR?
It will be more than 2.6 or 2.7 lakh rupees a
Okay.
month.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how you can imagine, you can expect this much. And this I'm telling you as per the government record and entry level of salary.
And this is also for part-time jobs?
Yeah, part-time, 12.4 euro, 41 is the minimum wage rate. If you have anything, let's say any experience, or if you have any add-on, let's say, the skills,
Yeah.
obviously you can earn more than this. Maybe, 15, 16. I know people who are earning more than 20 euros a week.
Okay.
I mean, per hour.
I have heard a lot of my students who say that, it is a little difficult to find the right accommodation over there, or maybe the transportation is not that good. But when I was talking to you, you were telling me that, I think they didn't get the right guidance, right? Or they didn't have the right people to connect with them. So, can you suggest how should students go about finding the right accommodation and then finding the right, transportation facilities within the city?
Okay, so I would like to talk about BSBI first, because see, when you apply at the BSBI college, so we give you the accommodation letter. Okay, so in this accommodation letter, you can see the contact details of the accommodation team. So this team obviously will ask you like your preferences, your budget, your kind of facility you need. So we can offer you at least 10, 12 or maybe 15 options. Right?
Okay.
And I can tell you, I'm sure that same thing happening with other universities, other colleges, they might be. So I'm not sure who are these people. Maybe they have not got proper guidance, or maybe they have not reached out to the MetaApply.
Yeah.
That's why they have not got this kind of. Otherwise, I can tell you, I have recruited more than probably 3,000 plus students
Okay.
in the BSBI alone,
Okay,
from
okay.
obviously different part of the Asian countries.
Yeah.
I've not faced any kind of issues so far. Yes. So accommodation is definitely not a problem. Yeah.
So I would like to actually even share with the students that, as Jitendra said, we have Metastay, we have Meta Finance, we have Meta Insure, and we have MetaApply. So if you are facing any kind of trouble regarding any of the other countries as well, you can reach out to MetaApply and you can solve all your queries related to education loan and blocked account, which you are going to talk about soon, and your tickets and your insurance, everything will be covered by MetaApply. So now coming back to the transportation part. So is it difficult? Because in India, I know I have been living in Delhi since, I was born and brought up here. So I know that it's very easy. You go outside, we have Uber and Ola now, but earlier in the days also, we had auto rickshaws and rickshaws available at every corner. So is it that comfortable in Germany?
I would say it is much better than in India or in any part of the, let's say, India.
Okay.
Getting up, there are multiple, different kinds of transportation. For example, they have the public one. In public, it comes, let's say, the trains, trams, public buses. If you talk about the private, let's say, the providers, they have Uber, they have multiple other companies. And the kind of quality, the kind of probably, the beautiful, probably, the transportation system they have. For example, the trams. It looks beautiful, neat and clean.
Yeah.
And I will not agree to the point that it is difficult to get, right?
Okay.
It's very important that you need to reach to your reaching that platform on time, because these people are extremely punctual. Okay, the buses, let's say the trains, or in fact the private cars also. If you miss them, obviously then you may have to wait. Because I remember, second, I would like to add on that the kind of cars you get in your while probably booking the private cars. In India, obviously, we have, what brands we have. We have Wagoner, we have the Swift Desire and something. But trust me, when you're in the Germany, any part of the Germany, 90% of the time you get Mercedes, you get Audi, you get BMW, you get Volkswagen, you get maybe some Tesla also. You'll be surprised. And I'm telling you my experience. Yes, in cabs.
And that's when you know that you are in Germany.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay, so whenever we talk about Germany, we talk about blocked accounts, right? That you need to have your money frozen for a certain period of time. So can you talk a little bit about that? What is blocked account, and what is the amount that students need to have there for which period, and who all can help with blocked account? I know that at MetaApply we help students with their blocked accounts. So how can we proceed ahead with that?
So this blocked account is nothing but basically living expenses for 1 year.
Okay.
So you have to deposit 11,000 till let's say the August month it was 11,208, but now they have increased it to up to 11,904 euro. That means you'll be allowed to withdraw 994 euros a month. Okay. Because there's a limit. You cannot withdraw like the entire amount.
Once you're there in Germany.
Once you're in Germany, you have to put, so you need to probably unblock it. Okay, that's one. So you have to probably deposit this amount in any of the German bank. There are certain Indian bank, as you have said, you have the providers with at MetaApply, right? MetaFinance. So I think all those people who are planning to study in Germany and they are applying for the student visas, I think I can certainly recommend all of those people to talk to you guys and to understand this.
And if perhaps I'm going for my bachelor's, so does this amount increase or do I only have to show it for a year?
It is same for all. You just need to show for the 1 year, which is 11,904 for all, whether you're going for the bachelor's, master's, PhD, any foundation, anything.
Okay, all right. Let's go to the trivia section, which I'm really almost every time I'm extremely excited for this segment. So I'm going to ask you a few of the questions related to Germany, and you have to answer it quickly and according to your experience.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll have 5 seconds and you have to answer these questions honestly, okay?
Okay.
So first one is, what are the 3 top cities that you would recommend to people that they should visit?
Berlin, Hamburg, and Munich.
Okay. And who are the 3 thinkers that are favorite of yours who were born in Germany?
Okay, those are Karl Marx, Nietzsche, and Einstein.
Yes, I think Nietzsche is one of my favorite philosophers as well. Okay, so I'll tell you few of the acronyms that I have gathered so far and you have to tell us what they are.
Okay.
So the first is DAD.
Okay.
So what's
So
that?
DAD is basically a platform for the students who wants to apply in the public universities and they want to access to the scholarship schemes of these public funded universities. So this is basically a platform where you can probably access and you can find a lot of universities in Germany, and if you want to go for the scholarship, you want to study a certain programs. So this is what DAD is all about.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is APS?
Okay, so APS is basically, it was introduced back in 2022 by the German government. So India is probably the 3rd country where they have launched it. So this is basically a kind of a document verification process where you have to submit your academics to this APS office, which is a part of the German embassy. So once your documents are assessed and verified by the APS, then basically you can go ahead with your German embassy visa appointments.
Yeah. And which car brands are based out of Germany?
Volkswagen.
Yes.
And that's what I drive.
Yes, all right. With that, we have the end of our trivia segment. So any parting words from you for all the students who are watching?
I would say Germany is one of the great places to study, okay, because as I've said, it's affordable, you get great return of investment, as I've said. Even I can tell you that whatever money you are spending in your education, you can cover easily within a year or maybe 2. Plus, it has a great lifestyle. All I would say that, as I've highlighted, that if you want to probably drive Ferrari, you want to drive a BMW, you want to drive a Mercedes, and if you think about the Audi or the Volkswagen, Germany is heaven for you. All you need is maybe 10,000 euros in your pocket. You can buy any brand you can think of. And plus, obviously, it has a great balance. Your work-life balance that if you want to see, Germany is the place for you.
All right, thank you Jitendra for coming on the show. I think I have learned so much about Germany and there are still a lot of things that I need to know and our students want to know. So I would definitely request you to keep coming back to the podcast so that we can hear more from you.
It was my pleasure to be in this office. Thank you so much.
Okay, all right. Well guys, this was our episode on Germany. We keep making more episodes on UK, US, France, Germany, Italy, Australia and many other countries. So if you want to study in any of these countries or any other leading destination, then make sure that you subscribe to our channel and you stay connected with the latest episodes that we keep uploading. If you have any kind of doubts, if you need free counseling, then make sure you drop a comment in the comment section and we'll be there to support you.